What's going on, guys? I'm Christian. That's Alex, and we are going to be previewing another solid Showtime card. We're just coming off of a solid one last week, and we've got Mark Magsayo versus Brandon Figueroa. Really looking forward to this matchup. This couple solid fighters right here.
Yeah, a couple solid fighters, a couple former world champions. I'm really excited to get into this, but before we get into it, there's a pretty solid fight on the undercard in Jarrett Hurd versus Jose Armando Resendiz. I probably said that very wrong, but he actually is more known by his middle name. He doesn't really go by Jose that much, but this should be a really good fight. Jarrett Hurd was a really good prospect coming up. Everyone was really high on him, and then he took a pretty bad, wouldn't say pretty bad L, but a loss that no one was really expecting.
Yeah, a loss that got in the way of a potential really solid matchup. But things happen. He's trying to get back on track, and hopefully, he has a solid showing. But that aside, this main event right here, I'm really excited for this.
Banger.
Like Alex mentioned, a couple former world champions, both recently removed from losing their world titles. To be honest, Figueroa lost his in a really exciting fight to Stephen Fulton,
Mm-hmm.
who is a top pound.
Controversial, actually.
Yeah, some people think it's controversial. I do think Stephen Fulton won that, though, to be
I
honest with
agree.
you. And Mark Magsayo, he got his title up against Gary Russell and quickly lost his to Ray Vargas right after, who ended up losing his right after. Wait, no, he didn't lose his title, excuse me, but he was challenging for a vacant one. My bad. But yeah, Magsayo lost his to Ray Vargas. And both of these guys are just trying to make their way back up. And this is a really exciting matchup stylistically, in my opinion. Uh, Before I get into that, though, what do you think about this matchup?
Yeah, I mean, I like both styles, to be honest. I mean, both guys possess power. I think Figueroa has a little more power than Magsayo. Figueroa is a little taller. He's 2 inches taller. He's got a 2 inch reach on him, and I think that's really probably going to be the biggest factor in this fight. I think that length is going to keep Magsayo at bay a little bit, and that's something he kind of struggled with in some of his loss. So, um, that's kind of how I think that this fight is going to go. How do you think it's going to go?
To be honest with you, I think Figueroa is going to be chopping trees. I think he's going to work the body real bad. Magsayo, I'm not saying I've seen it evident, but he just seems like the type of fighter that might be bothered by body shots a lot more than others. And yeah, Figueroa, he's definitely going to beat him in the output department. He throws an insane amount of punches every outing, and it's going to look like some dirty work in my opinion. But to be honest with you, when it comes to my prediction, I'm leaning towards Figueroa, no doubt, and mm, I think it's going to be. I think he's going to dominate him for his decision. That's what I think is going to happen. To be honest with you, yeah, it could happen. Maybe he outworks him later on and just tires him out. But I don't know. I think Magsayo's sturdy enough that he's just going to be frustrated, still on his feet at the end of the bell, and just maybe dominated.
Yeah, see, I'm glad you said frustrated right there because that's exactly where I'm going to go into with this. Magsayo is a guy who he shows the emotion on his face when he's physically and emotionally upset. It happened in the Ray Vargas fight, and I think that's something that Figueroa is going to look for in this fight. He's going to see if he is frustrated, and he's going to try and take advantage of that. I think that's something that he should do, but I'm leaning more towards a stoppage for Figueroa later on in the fight. I'm going to go with the seventh round stoppage. I just think Magsayo, he wants to use a little more of his power for this fight, so I think that he may tire himself out, and some of those body shots are going to take a toll on him. And I think that Figueroa may get him something, may catch him on the chin or something from after one of those body shots.
I will say this though, for Figueroa, do not be he can't be content with just having the higher output. I feel like
Hmm.
that's what his approach was against Stephen Fulton, and some people think he won because of that, but no. Output is not the deciding factor when you're up against good, clean boxing. Uh, if the output is straight up dominating, like, and the opponent's not really doing anything back, yeah, output wins in that case. But output is not the answer to winning a boxing match, especially when you're up against an elite boxer. Not saying Magsayo is anywhere close to Stephen Fulton, not by any means, but he's a competent boxer, no doubt. Had a world title just a couple fights ago, so I think he shouldn't go in with that just output in mind.
I don't know. Yeah, for sure. And I mean, this fight, I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be an absolute banger this weekend. It's on Showtime again, like we said earlier. And if y'all want, let us know down in the comments who you think is going to be coming out on top on this fight.
Oh yeah, and honestly, you guys can let us know who you think. What do you think is next for either of these fighters? Whoever comes out victorious, you guys can let us know in the comments, or you can find us on social medias at ATNW Podcast. You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. Let us know if you think Magsayo is gonna have an upset, because we think Figueroa is gonna come out on top, but this is boxing. Let us know if you think we're wrong, and we're open to being wrong, but I don't think that's going to be the case. And I'm just looking forward to this fight this weekend. Until then, though, peace.
Peace.